Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a really good day. Today I have a really exciting video because I'm going to be telling you guys how I film and edit my dance videos. Now this is probably like one of the most frequent questions that I get asked. I get asked so much, like what camera do I use, what editing software do I use, all of that good stuff, and that's basically what I'm going to be covering in today's video. So if you do want to know all of that stuff, then make sure you keep on watching. Also, before we get started, I'd love if you could give this video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I post 2 videos a week, and yeah, it'd be really cool if you like stuck around and watched some more videos and all of that good stuff. So I don't want to make this intro too long, so let's just get started with this video. So the first thing that I'm going to cover is camera. Now, you can't film a dance video without a camera, obviously. So the camera that I use is a Nikon DSLR. It's the Nikon D5-300, and I like it because, I mean, it gives me the ability to kind of interchange with lenses, and it gives me the ability to kind of film more professional looking dance videos. But if you've seen my recent video, I actually filmed using my phone, which is the iPhone X or the iPhone 10, whatever you want to call it. And the quality was extremely comparable. Before my iPhone 10, I did have an iPhone 7, and previously I had an iPhone 6. I basically have like all the iPhones, but the quality of the camera is extremely sharp. It will film in 1080p, which is HD, and that is basically what you need, especially if you're going to be uploading to YouTube. So I think the first thing that I want to say is do not go and invest in like a really fancy, expensive camera, because it's not necessary. I filmed most of my dance videos on my phone until about last year, I'm not gonna lie. So that's a really large amount of videos that I filmed on my phone, and the quality obviously is a tiny bit better with the camera, but it's not that big of a difference, and it definitely isn't enough of a difference to warrant spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds on a really expensive camera. Definitely use your phone if that is what you have. If you have a camera, then go ahead and use a camera, but definitely don't go out and buy one. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not that important, especially with dance videos. You can get the exact same shots just by using your phone, and also it can be more convenient to use your phone because, especially for dance videos, you're more likely to be going out to a studio or to a location, and it's so much easier just to carry your phone instead of a really big expensive camera. My second tip is angles. So when I film, I like to get a lot of different shots with a lot of different angles, and that's kind of like my preference when it comes to filming dance videos. If you've seen some of my dance videos before, then you'll probably know what I'm talking about, but I tend to film whatever dance I'm doing about 6 or 7 times, and I'll get like some long shots where you get full body, because getting full body is really important when you're dancing, because as an audience member you do want to be able to see kind of the full dance. So I like to get about 3 or 4 full body shots of the whole routine, and then I like to get angles from the sides and also closer up. And I feel like when I edit, this just makes it come together a bit more and make it look more like a creative kind of project instead of just like a one-take dance video. Now the only time where I probably will do a one-take dance video is if I am freestyling, because I feel like it's harder obviously to do the edits with the freestyle because you're not going to be doing the same routine each time, so the tie-ins won't actually make sense. But when I am doing choreography, I do like to do all the different takes and get the different shots and just make it look that little bit more packaged. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is sound, because obviously when you're dancing you need to be able to hear the audio, or you won't be able to sync it with the audio in the final edit. So what I like to use, if I am using my DSLR, I will literally just take my phone and I will play the song off of my phone. I normally like put it on the floor where you can't see it in the camera shot, and I literally just have to like listen really hard and try and hit the beats, because I don't know, sometimes I forget to take a speaker with me and they can be inconvenient to carry around, so I just don't really ever take a speaker with me. But my phone works pretty well for audio, just because when I am editing I relay the audio over the top. So I don't know if you've ever noticed in my videos, the audio is not coming from the video itself, it's coming from like the edit. I've basically overlaid the audio on top, and also this gives a much crisper, cleaner sound, because personally I don't like when you dance and you can hear the audio in the background of the video, because it's never as clear, and then you can hear like wind and like noises from the street, because I like to film out and about on the streets and stuff like that, so you hear like people talking and all of that, and that really does kind of bug me. So definitely overlay your audio. I'd really recommend that. It will sound a lot better, and it will also make the video look a lot better. You can also invest in a small speaker. That would definitely be like a lot better if you were looking to like really hear the audio, but for me, I think I'm just so used to using my phone. And Also, if you are going to be filming on your phone, which I have done quite a lot of times, I will just kindly ask the person that's helping me film if I can borrow their phone to play the audio, or I sometimes use like one of my old iPods that does play out loud, and I will just kind of use that as a substitute. Next up, let's talk about editing, which is what I get asked a lot about. So I still actually use iMovie on my MacBook Pro, and I genuinely have not grown out of it. Like, all of my friends that edit and make videos have totally grown out of iMovie. They're moving on to like Premiere Pro and like Final Cut, but for me, iMovie is just so simple. I feel like I can do edits on Premiere, but they will take me a lot longer than they will for me to edit on iMovie, and I think that's just because it's a lot more simple. And when I am making my dance videos, I don't normally have a really fancy edit. I don't really need any fancy effects or anything like that. It's mostly just like cutting and putting the clips together and adding the audio, and that is kind of, you know, the extent of my edit. It's nothing too fancy. I do like to put a little black border across the video to make it look widescreen. I just feel like that adds a nice effect, and I also do like to put sometimes an overlay effect if I feel like it fits the video, and obviously I will play with the saturation and the white balance and all of that, which is basically just going to make the video look more crisp and stand out. But all in all, iMovie works for me, and honestly, if you are starting out and you have access to iMovie, like, definitely take full advantage of it. And the best part is it's like free on your iPhone as well. So if you are filming a video on your phone, you can literally just take the footage straight from here, put it into iMovie on your phone, and you can edit as you go on your phone, which is so convenient. I've definitely done that a few times. I do prefer to edit on my computer just because I feel like I get the edits done a lot quicker, and it doesn't really take me that long to edit on iMovie, which again is why I really like it. But you know, it's personal preference, and if you don't have access to iMovie, I know that there are like substitutes for like Windows computers. I know that there's like Windows Movie Maker, which is something that I actually did used to use in the past, and it works really well. Lastly, I just want to talk about lighting. Whenever you are filming, make sure that you do have good light. I know sometimes I've done a couple of shoots where it's been slightly darker, and it does make the camera go really grainy. It doesn't matter like how good quality your camera is, if you don't have proper lighting equipment and you're filming in the dark, it will look a little bit grainy and not as high quality as you would like. When I film my dance videos, I tend to find like any background that I think will fit with the vibe of the song. So I've done anything from like a car park to like a brick wall to a graffiti wall to the middle of the road. Like, I honestly, like, my locations range so much, and I kind of have a couple that I will just like reuse over and over again because they work for me. But I will always make sure that I try to film in good daylight. You don't have to have access to a dance studio or like pay to use a dance studio or anything like that. Like, I've got by it for so long filming my videos outside, and that really is all you need. You can go and find some really cool locations near your house or near where you work or near your school. I love going and looking for like hidden gems to film my dance videos because I film them outside all the time. You don't have to have access to a studio, you don't have to go and pay a lot of money to rent a studio out just to film a dance video. It's so unnecessary. I've got by for so long filming my dance videos like in such random places, and you can definitely do the same. Just go on a little walk around your area or around where you work or where you go to school, and you'll probably find some really cool places that you can film, and yeah, it will definitely work for you. So just keep an eye out for like some cool locations. That's really what I like to do. But the more dance videos you make, the better you will get, and that's definitely like the moral of the story here. You don't have to be professional, you don't have to have professional equipment, you don't have to be a professional choreographer. I make dance videos simply just for fun because I genuinely love making them, and at the end of the day, like, I'm sure a lot of you guys are the same, and you don't have to worry about like whether you're good enough or anything like that. Like, dance should really just be fun, and that is the bottom line. So I wouldn't stress about anything like that. If you want to make some dance videos, then please go ahead and make them. And also, if you do make any cool dance videos, I'd love to know, so please send them to me. My social medias are always linked down below, so you can tag me on like Twitter or Instagram or anything like that, and I'd love to watch. But yeah, that is everything that I have to say. I would love to make a second part to this video where I kind of talk to you about like the choreography process and how I make up my dances and where I get inspiration and where I put my songs from and all of that. There's definitely a couple more videos that I could make within this little like series of how I make my own videos. If you did enjoy this video, I would absolutely love for you to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I would also love to quickly give my post notification shout out, and I've got it saved here on my phone. So today's post notification shout out out is going to Leonardo Ramos, and he wrote "Cool video and done with a love heart." And if you want one, then all you have to do is turn my post notifications on so you get notified every single time that I upload a video, and leave a comment saying done when you are done, and it could be you in my next video. So yeah, I think that's everything that I have to say, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!